Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to In the Back Disc Golf. What we have for you today is Dynamic Discs Edition. One brand, one round. Starting off with the distance drivers, we got Lucid Raider. It's got this sweet back stamp here, tri-fly die. I really like this disc. It's always in my bag. Another one that's always in the bag, Lucid X Maverick. Zach Melton. I really love this disc. It's a good straight flying fairway driver. I tend to use it a lot. Then we have, this one's always in the bag as well, Lucid X Convict, Paige Pierce. Back when she was still on Dynamic. So those are our drivers. Moving on to the mid-ranges, we have EMAC Truth with this pretty sweet toony die on it. It's a little beaten in, a little worn out. I've had it a little while. I really like the EMAC Truth. Then we have a Lucid X Verdict. It's really hard to get a hold of these. As a matter of fact, this one went in the water at a tournament I was playing, and after the tournament I got in the water in like 30-degree weather. I was freezing, but I got my disc back. If it was any other disc, I probably would have left it there, but you can't get those anywhere right now, so I had to jump in and get it. Here we have another Lucid X Paige Pierce edition. It's the Suspect. This Lucid X Suspect is really cool. I like throwing that on some approaches. Then our Get Out of Trouble Moonshine Justice. I'm usually throwing this just to, like, if I gotta get out and around some trees or something. It's a true utility disc, but it's always in the bag. Our normal putting approach will be this Super Soft Slammer. I found this black one here. I usually have the white one, but it started getting a little beat in, so I had to cycle it out and put a new one in the bag. And I just love the super soft plastic. I wish they wouldn't have stopped making it, but every time I see a super soft slammer, I buy it. I got a stack of them just for when I need to rotate them in and out. And what we'll be putting with is the Deputy and the Marshall. Now the Deputy is a soft Deputy, and the Marshall super soft. Super soft. I love it. It's great. This one is all old and beaten in, but it's still stable. Look how waffled that is. It's ridiculous. But it's still stable. I even throw it sometimes. So those are the only discs that we're going to be using on our dynamic disc round. We'll get out there and hit the course. Hopefully we come up under par. Wish me luck. Alright, one brand, one round. Dynamic disc. We're going to start off hole one with the Raider. Should be a decent putt. We got lucky around that light pole and just continued to wide hyzer right towards the basket. Thinking maybe 20. Oh, long putts, Deputy. Regular putts, Marshall. This is kind of a tweener, so I think I'll go Deputy. Oh, missed it, so we'll take par. It's okay. Starting off 3, moving on to 2. We can go Raider or Maverick. You know, we really need distance, so let's turn over a Raider a little bit. Looks like we're right up next to that gas sign, so about 300. So we got a decent approach. We'll probably approach with a slammer. We'll take our super soft slammer. It's one of my favorite approach discs. I just got this new black one with red stamp. That's really nice. We'll try to put this right next to the basket. Well, that brand new one's a little more stable than I'm used to with my beat-in one. We're still next to the basket. We got about a 7-foot putt. Let's go knock it out. All right, it's closer to 10 foot, so let's knock it out. And it's that easy. So we're taking par again. I would have liked to throw that one in, but I just put this brand new slammer in the bag, so it's still really stable, which I love, but I'm just used to throwing that beat up one that I just had to rotate out. So it'll take a little getting used to, but it'll do well just like it always does. All right, hole 3. We will go Raider. Yeah, we'll go Raider. Well, we actually might be pin high, but off to the right. If we're pin high, we just threw it 345. All right, so we're not quite pin high. That was a little overestimation, but we did go pretty far. Usually when I'm safe, we're about, I don't know, 35 feet back. So we're up here with a legitimate putt, as long even though, because we're off to the right. But let's see if we can't anti-putt this thing and get it in. Well, we're under the basket. It's an easy par. We'll go tap out, move on to 4. The Deputy, I like it for those long putts. I put it on a little bit of an ante and let it just kind of work its way out, and then it started to fight back in the end and just landed right here next to the basket. So it's very good for those long range putts. All right, moving on to 4. I usually throw my Verdict. Let's throw this Lucid X Verdict. It's only 200 feet. So nice and soft. See where we get. Yeah, we're about 10 foot short. I put it up a little too high, and we just kind of crashed through the trees. So let's go see where we ended up. All right, so we came up short about 15. So let's knock this putt out, get our first bird. There we go. Now we are 1 down. It's about time. Man, this sun is bright today. All right, let's throw this Lucid X Convict. We got a tunnel shot here on 5. So I'll put a little flex on it. I'll kind of throw it to the left on an ante, let it work back through the trees, and then hyzer back towards the basket. Or I'll just smack that tree dead center. All right, so we were going pretty good, and then we just squared this tree up. If we miss this tree, then we continue to go out and we hyzer back into the basket. But as it is now, we're sitting here. So basically, I am left with 3 options. 1, the more comfortable super soft slammer. I could throw this thing hard right at the basket and get it pretty close. The Justice or the Suspect. All over stable options. But you know, I think I'm gonna go with the Suspect because I don't think I'm gonna throw it that often today. I'll throw that slammer all the dang time, but this Suspect I won't. Yeah, we got about 10 foot. We'll save our par. Although I wish we were getting a birdie on this hole. Oh well, that's disc golf. Alright, so let's knock this putt out. Easy enough. Alright, so let's take Lucid X Maverick. I think we can get near the basket. We got that thing up too high, so it's going to be a long putt. But maybe we can hit another bird because we're not having that great of a round right now. We really need a birdie here, so let's get one. Alright, we need an ace or a tap-in birdie to salvage this round, because this is horrible. We're playing very badly. We're only one down, and I don't even feel like we've been playing that well. So, EMAC Truth, little flex line next to the basket, maybe an ace. Here we go. Whoa. Well, we didn't get our ace, but we did get our short tap in, so let's go. Well, there's our tap in. A little, about 5 foot short of the basket. Now we're 2 down. That's a little more respectable. The only bad thing is we only have one more hole where we can legitimately get a birdie. But I have been throwing the crap out of this Raider, so you never know. We may be able to get 2 more. Okay, so I'm thinking we go Maverick here. Maverick or Lucid X Convict. We're going Lucid X Convict. Low and flat. Hope for a big skip. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. We kept it low, barely under those trees. It finally got slow and stable and just skipped all the way to the basket. I think we're underneath. We actually skipped along to the basket, so we got about 15 to come back. I think we should be able to handle that. All right, so that's 3 down. We're looking a little better now. Now we need a hell of a drive here to get to 4 down. But at the worst, I think we're at 3 down. And that's not too shabby. Alright, so we need distance here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it out low and on an ante, but I'm gonna throw it straight instead of hanging it out to the right. That way we'll get that big skip towards the basket. But we hit the hill straight on, and instead of flaring to the left, it just popped it straight up in the air. So we got a long putt, but we did get some good distance. Oh wow, so when we hit that hill, we did just pop straight up and we didn't fly towards the basket, but we came a lot further than we thought. The hill's about 40 feet behind us, so it's not that long of a putt. That's pretty awesome. We still got about 30-foot putt, but maybe edge of circle. Well, we had a decent bit at it. Man, I hate having those long birdie looks, and then you hit chains and you don't make it. It's heartbreaking. But 3 down, it's not that bad. Alright, so we're back from our dynamic disc round. We ended up okay on the dynamic disc round. I think we were 3 under, and that's not bad for 9 holes. Most of these discs are always in my bag. Pretty much all of these discs are always in my bag, so I know how these fly, and it showed on the course. We did okay. So I guess we'll start with putters since they're on top. The Super Soft Marshall, I'm always putting with a Marshall. It's either this one or my classic Marshall. The Deputy, it's great for those long range putts. It holds straighter longer, and that's what I need at long range, so it keeps from hyzering out. So those are always doing fine. This new Super Soft Slammer, like I said on the course, it's brand new, and this thing is stable. It's more stable than I'm used to, because the one that I was bagging was beaten in, but still flies true, and I'm gonna really enjoy working with this one for the next few months until it beats in. The Justice, we never came up on a time where we had to use it, so it just stayed in the bag. But it's a very good disc, and I didn't need it today, but I always have it in the bag, and I usually always throw it at least once around, just to get out of trouble or get out of a tough situation. The Lucidex Suspect, it flies very well. It's pretty similar to, it's like right in between the Justice and the Super Soft Slammer. So it flies pretty well. The Lucidex Verdict, I'm really digging the Lucidex Verdict. I usually have a regular Lucid Verdict, but it's a little more stable, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm not sure which one I like better, but I'm gonna keep it in the bag and keep working with it. The EMAC Truth, it's an EMAC Truth. If you don't have one, get one. It's great. It flew pretty well for us today. It got me a birdie. Another one that got us a birdie, Lucidex Convict. I think yeah, we threw it on 8, got a nice birdie, threw a little flex shot under the tree right next to the pin. Lucidex Maverick, this disc usually flies great for me. I think today I threw it on 6. Yeah, it got way too high on me. I threw it nose up, it just got up in the air, ended up just stalling out and hyzering out and falling down. But if you get some good pop on it and keep it low, that thing will just go straight. the Lucid Raider. This thing, I love this driver. This is one of my favorite stable drivers. I'll throw it real hard and put good pop on it and just a slight bit of ante, and it'll just go out and then hyzer back in and I'll get a good skip. So all these are always in my bag, and I throw them decent, and you know, 3 down, 9 holes, not bad. We did okay. So that's it for this edition of One Brand One Round, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. You can click this little guy right here and make it easier on yourself and subscribe. You can check out some of these videos that we've done here. Maybe you'll catch a disc in there that you haven't tried out yet. And we'll see you next time on In the Bag Disc Golf.